Blessings, beloveds. Nice to be here live with all of you. I'm just going to wait a little bit for all of you to find the live. We're going to talk about the current initiations right now, which is of the charge. And then we're going to do an activation in the end. I meet and connect with a lot of people, and many times when we are in our individual stories, we might think that we are the only person undergoing these initiations. But I can tell you guys, because I'm in connection with hundreds of people, just today's private sessions, and it's just like we are undergoing the same initiations. All of us starseed light workers, angelic humans here on earth, we are really undergoing the same initiations. It's just that our stories look different. So really, hey Frida, so nice to see you guys. Virtually hugging you all. So right now, we have really opened up, activated so much of our dormant DNA. And that maybe sounds amazing, but it comes with some initiations for our human self. So there's been a lot of solar plasma coming in with this Christ consciousness light packages. And they have been pouring into our field now for quite a long time, and especially the last weeks. Many of you have not been able to sleep. I haven't been able to sleep because the light is so strong and so powerful when it comes in. So all these light packages are coming in, these codes with intelligence that are just hitting our light body and activating the dormant DNA strands in our field. What happens is that we start to really activate more of the virtues of our Christed self. And at the same time, we are usually being more attacked by the outer dark forces. So right now, our spiritual path is a lot about being here, anchored, strong, and strengthening our values and virtues. Because your values, your virtues, is the most powerful spiritual protection. The mind controlling happening from the outer is more intense and strong than ever. And you know me, guys, I don't talk about the fluffy, false, beautiful things in the spirituality. I talk about the ugly truths because I really feel we need to talk about those things. When you start to think about yourself in a bad way, like pushing yourself down, having inferior thoughts about yourself, not feeling shame, feeling guilt, pressing yourself down, doubting yourself, feeling unworthy, that's not your thoughts. Let's make that clear once and for all. That's not divine thoughts, and that's not the truth. Divine thoughts from God, from your higher self, from your teams, is all about peace, unconditional love, forgiveness, anger towards yourself, anger towards others. It's those initiations we're undergoing now. Next level awakening is about understanding this. It's not about connecting more and seeing more of your family of light, actually. It's seeing you here as a light being, as an angelic being, and bringing down the virtues of Christ, no matter what is happening in the outer, no matter what others are doing to you or have done to you. And with that said, we are really activating this rose breath of Christ, of Sophia, which is unconditional love, forgiveness, and harmlessness in any moment. So the initiation is to notice and be honest and take self-responsibility when we judge. Because we do that. Our personality, our ego personality judge. And it was a survival mechanism as a child, right? As a child, we learned to judge, to make sure if this is safe or not safe, right? So it's like an instant reaction from that inner child that still feels unsafe in this world. But now we're being tested and initiated and activated and upgraded to notice when we are judging. Because with that energy, we're not in our true values and virtues. Because if you would stop for a minute when you judge, which we are doing more and more, right? Then we can transmute that energy, which is not your true authentic self. That's not the innocent true essence of your soul. When you stop for a while, you can go into your true values, and that's in compassion to each and every soul, even those that are attacking you with imposter spirits and entities. With compassion, just totally trusting their journey. With that said, we need to go into that place where we can forgive everyone and everything. But we don't need to forgive them by facing them and having them in our lives, right? So that those virtues of Christ about unconditional love, harmlessness in any interaction, forgiveness for all that is and has been, is many times in distance. So we're entering this Christmas period, and for many that's really intense. We can feel forced to meet people and family that is really attacking us. It can be people that are narcissistic and they are totally run by darker energies. And we don't need to expose ourselves into those places. And many times when we just push ourselves to keep interacting with these people, we will not be able to move into that compassionate, unconditional love, forgiveness, and harmlessness. So it needs to be from distance, but it needs to be from clear boundaries also. Like, I love you, but I'm not going to be part of this old template and this old dynamic of playing victim and narcissist and all of those things. So a lot of what we're undergoing right now as star seeds and light workers is to bring down those codes that Jesus once upon a time brought down with all the challenges he faced over and over again. And Jeshua, beloved Jeshua, did such an incredible work, and he came down here and became the first embodiment of the Christ consciousness. And then we are here now to be that embodiment as Jeshua, as Jesus was. And he's so present here to assist us in this moment, and understand that all these characters that we are having in our life and all these experiences and situations we're having in our lives, they're just there for us to activate those true virtues inside of us, to no matter what anyone has done to us or doing, or how bad a situation is and how much fear we feel, to be able to move into that center point of that deep faith as Jeshua did, you know, in the most challenging moments, as Mother Mary, the beloved mother of Jesus, did in the most challenging moments, and just totally surrender to God. And in that moment, so much freedom comes through. And that's when you get so totally spiritually protected, because you are embodying your true values and virtues, which is always going to be, if you really go inside to yourself, you never want to harm anyone. You don't want to send any psychic attacks or bad thoughts or think bad or wish thought bad to anyone, right? You want to forgive. You do forgive if you go into that deep space. we're also retrieving our true angelic blueprint, which is innocence. But we cannot be here on earth and be anchored in our innocence if we're still naive, or if we're hiding, or if we're disassociating ourselves all the time. I mean, I have said this so many times, to be here on earth right now, it's the most intense spiritual school ever, because the attacks from the outer is more intense than ever, and the collective psychosis is massive. There's still billions of people asleep that are in this mass psychosis, just keep distracting themselves, going back to sleep, maybe awakening, going back to sleep, distracting. And sometimes we go into those distractions ourselves. But the practice now is to wake up when you're noticing you're moving into that hypnosis, that psychosis of the collective, where you feel that you drain, you can't take yourself out of that victimizer energy, and just like wake up. And how do we do that? By coming together. We need to come together. That's why I'm being so pushed all the time to come and do these monthly webinars, and we have the self-mastery template to just come together, because together, united, we are unstoppable, we are impenetrable. That group feel, that group soul becomes so powerful that we can now go back to sleep. And if we at any moment go into distractions and going into that loop of that mass psychosis, we can help each other to wake up. Because our natural state is not being asleep, not drained, not feeling like a victim, not being mind controlled and thinking bad thoughts about ourselves. Another initiation is to check when you are feeling inferior or superior than anyone else. Feeling less, feeling inferior, feeling unworthy. That means that there's some kind of energy that has managed to plug into your house of ego, in your solar plexus. And it doesn't mean that when we are acting out of our ego that we always feel superior and amazing. It's equally when we feel inferior. When we are fully in alignment, we know that there's no separation. No one is higher, no one is lower. I'm not better than anyone else, and I'm not less than anyone else. And how do we manage to go through these initiations? That is staying with our values and virtues, which is the law of one. Practicing, learning the law of one, operating from the law of one. And how do we do that? It starts with ourselves, right? When the mind controlling starts, when they start to attack our brain waves, and we start to think that we are less worthy or less, and we're not enough, and we're not awakened enough, we don't have gifts enough, we're not in service enough, blah, 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 blah. That moment we need to wake up from that psychosis. We need to wake up. It's like, wake up. Use your power to come back. Use the group field of our tribe. Come back. Do activations, do spiritual work to come back and remember who you are. Remember who you are. You're an incredible masterpiece here on earth, and we are all one. We are all one part of God. I hope that this was enough for today. Let's go into the activation. I also going to put the link for the webinar I'm having in a few days, the Jesus Master Code Healing, which is all about connecting again to beloved Jeshua, because he really wants to come in, his presence, he wants to come into our group field and assist us with remembering and activating the master codes that we all have inside of us. This just needs to stop. We need to become so aware. We need to pass through the initiations of the mind controlling right now, so we do understand every moment we are out of alignment and thinking we are less or better. And it's okay. It's okay. Please don't judge yourself when that happens. It's okay. It's part of the practice, the training here on earth. But then just like compassionately witnessing, coming back to aligning, dissolving. Claim your authority in the name of God. Claim your space. Claim your energy. And you will find yourself back in alignment. I'm teaching this deeply in the self-mastery. And I just really feel, if you feel lost, find something now as you enter 2025 to put your focus on. Because we need more guidance. We need to be together. We need those teachings, the true old wisdom and teachings that are now finally coming back, that helps us have those strong values, so strong that if any mind control comes in and our mind cannot discern, our values will discern. Okay, let's take a couple of deep breaths, beloveds. So allow this quote to just get you into alignment and feel, see, sense and visualize your central vertical line. We only want what is in the highest divine order, as God would have it be, to be accessed for each and every one of us individually, on a group level, collectively. Ask for full protection and connection by the eternal living light, code of God, closing all negative portals. So as we drop into our heart, we might feel that we are here to assist the collective massively with transmuting a lot of fear. At this moment, there's this incredible mass awakening happening in almost every soul, even if they don't understand it. And there's this fear, because fear comes up when we feel even separated from the mass psychosis of the collective. So just allow whatever is being felt in your heart to be recognized. Okay, beloved Jeshua is here. Jesus is stepping in. He's placing his hand on your heart. Open up your heart chakra. Allow Jeshua to transmute all negative energies, all emotions that you're holding for the collective, for the humanity, and for those around you. You don't need to hold these energies, emotions, feelings, pain and fear for the collective or your loved ones. The time has come for you to just hold space. Don't take responsibility over what is not yours anymore. The shift on earth can only happen if you allow each soul to walk their own path and you move into that deep state of love, compassion, harmlessness, and most of all, no interference, and just holding that loving space, giving back each soul their full power. So each and every person here can step into the master that they are. Your heart holds this incredible innocence. So you can always move into innocence when you hold space. The actual gift of your innocence, your angelic true DNA and blueprint, is to move into innocence, hold space from innocence, not take any responsibility, don't take over anything that is not yours. Hold clear boundaries, hold your energy, use your divine free will, use your discernment, and feel how each soul around you starts to step into their own power. Now, breathe together with Jesus. Allow him to clear any emotions that are not yours from your heart, from your energy field, from your light body. any mental loops, any thoughts, any problems, any stories that are not yours to dwell around. And now he's opening his hands for you to just give it over to God. Anything that you don't know how to solve in this here and now, anything that you've been dwelling over and over and over again, now you can give it over to God. Jeshua is now placing his hand on your third eye. Open, 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 open your third eye. Open your brain. Open your crown. Open, open, open. Now, clear your brain from any thoughts, any lingering fear, problems, controlling mechanisms, and open the clear channel of your crown, your third eye, so you can actually receive divine guidance. When it's time, clear your heart, clear your third eye, clear your crown, and now just see if there's any higher divine guidance for you to receive. Anything that can assist you in your here and now, an answer, a feeling, an energy, a code. Beautiful. Jeshua is still in front of you, balancing your central vertical line, your chakra system, all of your energy bodies. So your entire frequency, your vibration are now moving in to the trust of divine timing. Not your ego's timing, not your personality's timing, God's higher divine timing. Align yourself to that. Turuta ayaki, anavayakitarana asuyataya. Clear your field from any old ways of thinking you need to control the how, the when, the exact details. Surrender. Allow yourself to move into alignment to divine timing. Beautiful. Jeshua is stepping away. We ask for this energy work to be sealed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so be it, so be it. It is done. Take a couple of breaths and come back. Thank you, beloveds. I hope that this transmission, this update could assist you in understanding more what is going on right now. This, what I talked about as our current initiations, can assist you as a validation to understand the higher why everything is happening right now as it's happening. Again, I want to say you have these master codes as Jesus had, as many ascended masters had walking on this planet. Being here on this exact time is the most powerful training for our lifetimes and incarnations to come. And what we are learning here will assist us and humanity and those yet to come forever and ever and ever. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for walking with me. Thank you for your service, because doing the work is being in service. Doing the work, taking self-responsibility and moving and transmuting any judgment and any old patterns of the ego into the virtues and values of your true, authentic self. That's doing the work and making the change and being in service. I love you so much. I honor you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to share something in the comments, please do. I hope you join on the Jesus Master Code Healing. I'm so excited to end the year with all of you that way. Love you.